I didn't speak any English. And then first day of school, this kid picked on me, and then told me to like a swear word, and I didn't understand.
Were you already big then?
No, it was bullied? a little bit bigger, but at the same time, I didn't know how to defend myself. I never had to, because all I knew was math and math.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it was just like, and then I still remember to this day, I went to my teacher, and I asked my teacher about that swear word, because I didn't know what it was. And my teacher told me never to say that stuff again.
Right.
And I got in trouble. But I didn't speak any English. And then and then people would and then kids always kind of picked on me because I didn't speak the language. I didn't know what I was doing, and then and all I knew was math. And then I was bullied.
So you got A's in math all the time?
Yeah, I was an A student.
Really?
I was an A student all the way across.
So you did, I don't know, just made your parents content with the academics.
Yeah, I want to make my parents happy, and I want to make my parents proud of me. So I did what I had to do. I got a scholarship. My first year at university, I actually had a half academic, half athletic scholarship, which made them pretty happy with me.
That's great.
But at the same time, my passion wasn't academics.
Well, that's good. I know that my son is pretty active too. He's not really into studies, although I think he's a smart kid. What do you say to kids who can't sit still, who are really active, and he's into basketball?
So almost many other kids
how do you know? Yeah, how do you know when to let your kids, you've tried your best, tell them to focus on the academics, do well in school. I mean, what advice do you give to young people these days for what you're doing now, and people look up to you? I'm sure there are a lot of these boys, they look up to you because you're muscular, you're a winner in their eyes. What advice do you give these kids when they come to you? And they
don't be closed-minded. Okay. Because one thing in terms of Asian parents is always like, you got to do well in school. You got to do well in school. You know what? You can be good at more than one thing. It's not about okay. I did well in school, but at the same time, I did well in school, but I want to excel at other things too. Just don't keep yourself focused on one thing. You can do a few different things. Whether it's mixed martial arts, whether it's basketball, whether it's tennis, whether it's badminton. It doesn't matter. You gotta keep yourself diverse. Sometimes you can do. You can shoot for the stars in anything you do.
Yeah.
Anything. You know. And then I'm just like, and this is what, and I've done things in many different arenas now. And then I wouldn't give that up for the world, to be honest. All the life experience I've had.
But what if your grades are not that good and you love basketball? What advice would you give a kid like that?
You know what? Well, get better grades, because you can't play NCAA basketball if you have terrible. You got to be. You should be at a certain level for everything, because if you look into it, NCAA has certain academic requirements to play college basketball.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, I know all about that, because I got a football scholarship, so I know all about that. So you got to have minimum.
You got a point.
Yep. I know I do. I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to that stuff.
All right. Well, that's great. I can see that, from days on end, you're going to become like an idol to some of the boys, as they're growing up. Someone who is happy with what you're doing and pursuing right now. And so you're here in Taiwan. You've actually been back in town for, several times, because this is your home.
Yes.
But this time you're here to fight. And it's with the One Fighting Championship. This is an annual event, isn't it? But it's the first time that's going to be held in Taiwan.
Actually, One Fighting Championship is the biggest. It's the second biggest fighting MMA fighting organization in the world. It's the biggest in Asia, with 90% of market share.
Mm-hmm. And it's headquartered in Singapore.
And then this is exactly where I want it to be. I know. I still remember a couple years ago, when I first started fighting MMA, I started getting on a win streak, and then a reporter asked me to write down my goals, and I was sitting there going like, you know what, instead of in North America, everybody, I want to go with Ultimate Fighting Championships. I was like, no, I want to be in One Fighting Championships, and this is where I am right now. And it's not an annual event that we do.
Okay.
One Fighting Champion hosts an event every month.
Oh.
Every month in a different city in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
So so far it's been in Manila, Jakarta, now Taiwan, Kuala Lumpur. I don't know. I guess I could go on and on.
Yeah.
And it's going to explore new, bigger and new markets. And I'm really excited. And I'm proud to be a part of One Fighting Championship.
How many years have you been with One Fighting Championship now?
This will be I'm completing my first year of my contract, and I'm under a 6-fight worldwide exclusive contract with One Fighting Championship.
And you've been fighting since how old are you?
No. I just started in 2000. I started my MMA career in 2011. So I'm pretty young in the sport still.
You're the only one from Taiwan, right?
Yeah. I'm the only one from Taiwan, and
we've got to promote you now.
Yeah, and then I'm probably one of the only Asian heavyweights in the world.
All right, make us proud.
Yes, I plan to do that July 11th. And please come, the Taiwanese public, please come out and support me, and please come out to support the One Fighting Championship. And I promise we'll give you a good show, and I promise you'll come back.
Oh wow, really?
Oh,
you're going to convince me?
No, you know what? I'm going to convince my own mother.
Right, and you did. You've been successful.
Yeah. My sister came. You know what? Last time my sister flew out to Manila to watch me fight, and then the first time ever. And then she was like, I didn't know what to think, but I was so excited. I lost my phone. Really? She lost her cell phone in the crowd. She was so excited. It was just like she was like, I don't know if it was you, my brother fighting, but I was like, you can ask her yourself. She was like, really? I lost my phone and I could not find it because I was screaming so loud. Now,
I'm thinking maybe there's a difference between being there watching the match and watching on TV.
Oh, ONE FC puts on a fantastic show. And I promise you guys, come out July 11th and you will see. You will see the kind of production value that it's going to be 3 hours of excitement.
3 hours?
It's about 3 hours. There's 10 fights. And in between, there's lots of laser lights and all kinds of smoke, explosions, and all crazy videos. And wow, it's my first experience of it was like December, and then I ran off to do some movies and stuff. And then all I could think about while I was doing movies, like, man, I want to go back to One Fighting Championship.
Yeah, talking about movies now. I don't know if our viewers can see your face. What am I saying? If they recognize your face,
no, probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, I know. But actually, you've been in all 3 episodes of the Night at the Museum.
Yeah, we actually finished filming the 3rd one just I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you enjoy that? Well, of course, you enjoy mostly mixed martial arts, but that's like your second interest is doing movies and stunts.
Yes.
For movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my mother doesn't like that neither. She's like, why can't you be an actor? Why do you have to fall off buildings? Why do you have to get punched?
Oh, so she doesn't mind you being an actor now.
Yeah.
From, away from bank job now.
Yeah. No, she's actually
compromising.
She's compromising. You do something long enough, you do something well enough, doesn't matter. Eventually, people will come around. That's what I say.
Okay, well that sounds good. So, what was that like doing the movie? I mean,
wow,
I love that movie. So do my kids.
Oh, it's pretty fabulous. Crazy sets, and then just the most incredible things you've ever seen. I was just like, I couldn't even believe sitting there. Sometimes I'm sitting there on set, and all of a sudden I see Ben Stiller sitting there and Robin Williams sitting there, just going head to head with each other. And I was like, wow, this is great. Am I in a dream? But again, when I'm in the cage.
What an honor.
When I'm in the cage and I'm still sitting there, is this a dream? And now I'm going to be in, and then all of a sudden, July 11th, I'm going to be sitting there going like, when I win, I'm going to be like, wow, no, it's not a dream.
It's not a dream?
It's not a dream.
Better not be a dream.
No.
You're going to punch that, 100%. Yeah. Well, anyway, I know that, the third the third series, the third one of Night at the Museum, it hasn't arrived in Taiwan yet.
Oh, no, it hasn't come out yet. We just finished filming.
I know. Oh,
so it's coming out Christmas.
Of course. Okay, so it's still a ways away. But next year?
No, this Christmas.
Oh, this Christmas?
Yeah.
Got it. So we're going to be on the watch out for you.
Oh, I don't know.
You're one of the Huns.
I'm one of the Huns, but
I'm giving a hint. You're one of the Huns.
Yeah, but now parts are getting smaller and smaller, so it's okay. It's
Is there going to be a fourth and a fifth?
I don't know.
Who knows, right?
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, so the exciting thing about getting there in the ring and doing your thing, what are you thinking while you're fighting? What do you think of?
I don't know. I guess, first you're conquering your nerves because, the first time I walked out in Manila, there was 16,500 people. And it was a pretty nerve-wracking experience because I've played in football fields and then I've run into crowds of 40,000. But again, I have 24 teammates or 23 other people on the field. But,
But this, you're on your own.
Yeah, it's me and one other guy.
Yeah.
So, like everybody's just focused on you. And, there's, and then one fighting championship is live broadcast to almost a billion people live. So it's pretty nerve-wracking, but at the same time, you learn how to, through my experiences, I learned how to calm myself down.
How do you do that?
I breathe. I think of, and then deep breaths, and I've worked with sports psychologists to deal with certain nerves, and I have little trigger words in my head, and yeah.
What are those words?
Oh, I'm not going to share those. That's the private.
All right. Wow, this is really, really something. So, but the thing is that you do keep yourself busy every day because you have your routine, your workout, your practice. But all you have to do is just one fight a month, right?
No, you plan about
because the rest of the time you need to
you need about
put your body in the best condition.
Yeah, because mixed martial art, I played a lot of sports in my life. Mixed martial arts is by far the most demanding.
Really? Okay.
It's like compared to any other sport, it's a any other sport is a vacation. No offense, no offense to any other sport.
Okay.
Because no other sport you have to train for 5 different sports at the same time. 5 or 6, 7 different sports at the same time.
Right.
Basketball, you train for basketball. But mixed martial arts, you train for, and then boxing is one sport. If we classify boxing as one sport, wrestling is one sport, jiu-jitsu is one sport. So if you think about it, I'm training for 7 or 8 different sports combined together, and somebody's training for one. So, and what kind of hours do you think I have to put in?
I don't know.
A lot.
Like 9 to 5?
Yeah, basically like a job. Basically like a job. In terms of travel time and actual training time, I'm over 40 hours a week, easy.
Yeah.
So, like when I'm fighting, that's all I'm concerned about. Even my girlfriend at home just doesn't really like it when I fight because it's like that's all you think about. That's all you do. You just travel to practice and you come back from practice, you focus on eating and you go back to practice and then that's all, and then you talk MMA, you think MMA, that's all you ever do. So
well, that's called discipline. And that's what it's not easy to live a disciplined life. So I think this is great. Now, Paul, you're doing what you love the most and getting yourself fit and enjoying this. So you're probably at the happiest moment in your life right now.
Yeah, it's like a dream. This is like a dream.
All right.
This is everything I've worked for, and then I thank One Fighting Championship for giving me the opportunity to compete in my homeland. And then since I left Taiwan in August 1987, and then July 11th, 2014, I'm going to come home.
All right.
Yeah.
Great that you're home.
Yeah.
Well, all the luck to you, Paul, on July 11th at the National Taiwan University Recreation Center, the Sports Center. That's right. 7 on July 11th. And what time is the match? It's at night, right? It is at night.
Yeah, it's at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Just Google it. You get the info. Thank you so much, Paul.
No, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
I love this. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I plan to make Taiwanese people proud.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, people. I'm Shirley Lin.